Hello, everyone. This is Lisa from Happytohook. This is Tuesday morning, January 16th, 2018, and you are viewing our crochet podcast number 25. Man, has it been a long couple of weeks, guys. I did do a podcast about a week ago, excuse me, and I personally have been fighting the flu for the last 2 weeks. I am just finishing up my second round of antibiotics. My goodness, this one was a tough one, guys. I mean, my grandson's been sick twice. I've been sick twice. My husband just got a little bit of an upset stomach, nothing really major. My son was sick with an upset stomach, maybe the first day, and the second day stuffiness and headache and stuff like that. But my grandkids were hit really hard, and as I stated in on my last podcast, Abby had strep throat. It has just been absolutely, excuse me, it has just been crazy. So, we are just now all feeling better, and I mean everybody. And that's my grandson was even throwing up and had a high fever on Friday, right after he got home from school. He laid down on the couch and we kind of knew something was up because my husband was home. It has just been crazy. And the temperatures here don't help. Today, I believe with the wind chill, it is -12 outside. And we got 4 inches of snow on top of about 1.5 inches that we received a few days prior to that. So roads are clear. But it's worse at night because, it gets even colder. And so some of the roads are a little slick, but for the most part, we live in the Midwest. They're equipped to get the roads done, and they start that immediately, even before the snow starts, because they know the weather's coming. But yeah, this bug has just been terrible. So we are all on the mend, which is great. Yeah, I missed 4 days of work, and I had so much going on. It was crazy. But my assistant is amazing. She, took care of everything for me, and that is a plus right there, is being able to, be sick or have appointments or have a day off and not worry about your store because your assistant is so incredibly awesome. And the rest of my team is good as well. But it's really nice to have, that backup. So, and her name is also Lisa. So, they're calling us Lisa 1 and Lisa 2, and I call us Thing 1 and Thing 2. So, it's really cute, but things are moving along quite well. We're adjusting at home with me back to full time. And so yeah, that's all going really great. I have some whips, and I think the whips that I found, and I had them in little baggies, they're probably old ones. And I might show you some repeats. Last podcast was kind of a blur, guys. I'm just going to tell you. I was like, I don't know. I know I had I know I did some stuff, but I wasn't quite sure. I try to keep everything that I've shown you separate from to the next podcast. That way there's no duplicates, but everything kind of got blended together because I know I mentioned, I now have another 6-foot bookcase full of yarn, and probably 80% of that I got at Christmas. I counted them all. 57 skeins, guys. I thought it was like 40. So I decided I better count them and get everything organized a little bit, make it better. I actually, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, I actually had to tell my kids and my family, please, please, please do not buy me any more yarn. I have to start using up what I have. I mean, it's ridiculous. If you were to see the closet here, we don't have a door. We bought, oh my gosh, 2 like 4-foot ottomans for our family room downstairs, which is where my craft room is. And I have 1 box that ottoman came in the closet, and it is, and I'm not kidding, it's overflowing with Bernat blanket yarn, because as my regular subscribers know, months and months ago, I was just shopping randomly on Amazon, And yeah, they had the blanket yarn in 3 colors: taupe, off-white, and country blue for $3.50 for a 10-ounce skein. So yeah, this girl went a little nuts. And they had a limit. So, I had to call my sister, one of my brothers, my mother-in-law. I'm like, you need to buy this yarn for me because it is the cheapest I've ever seen it. So yeah, I need to stop. I mean, that's going to be a resolution of mine, and I will be doing a separate video. Could be today, could be Thursday when I'm off again. Um, Terry at Yarn Podcast or Yarnjoy Podcast kind of just tagged anybody who would want to do, their resolutions. And boy, do I have a ton, especially now that I'm back at work. So it sounds super fun. I would love to do it. I would also love to do her. She's got a cowl that she just started all on her own. It's a Christmas blanket, and it looks so awesome. It's a corner to corner. I've never done a corner to corner blanket before, so I'm going to get all the information, and once I find it all, I'll link it in the description below so that you guys can maybe watch her podcast describing exactly what the cowl is about. I think it's like 1 square a month, so that by the time Christmas rolls around again, the blanket will be done and attached and everything. It is just super cute. It says Merry Christmas on it, and it's got all these neat little pictures on it, each square. So yeah, I'm definitely looking into doing that. Um, oh my goodness, what else? We've just had so much stuff going on. We unfortunately had another death. My niece lost her mother-in-law. That was sudden. We found out that she was sick, and she passed away less than a month later. So we were dealing with that, and she was a very nice lady. And you know, prayers, still praying for my niece and her family, her husband, because it was her husband's, obviously her husband's mom. So they're healing. Um, and, she knows that I'm here if she needs anything. And that's pretty much all you can do, really. I'm just sitting here. I'm freezing. I'm really thinking about getting a jacket on. I was going to put a hat on. I don't have curtains on the windows here because the lighting is just awful and then I'd have to struggle. This is the laptop. I'm using my camera on my laptop, and it's on my 6-foot table here that I've got stuff set up on. And so I have a window here, and then I have a window here, but neither one of them have curtains because they're just too hard to get to move them, open them up when I'm doing my podcasting. So I just left them off. Boy, is it cold in here. I'm waiting for that heater to come on any minute because it's freezing. So let me have another sip of my tea, guys. Anyway, so yeah, we got all the preemie stuff delivered. She absolutely loved it. The baby is almost 5 pounds now, and she was born in October. No, that's not right. She was born in November. I think a week or 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. So she's fattening up really nicely, and they'll be able to use everything that we gave her. Abby made a hat. She loomed it, and I wasn't sure if it was going to fit because I didn't know um, uh, the exact size, weight of the baby. But Abby loomed this cute little hat, and we might put a pom-pom on there. We might not, just to keep her little, especially in this weather, to keep her little head warm. And it's pink. I don't know if you can see. It's really pretty shades of pink. This is Deborah Norval's. It's her chunky yarn. I believe it's grape something grape. Anyway, it's really cute. Just saying. So that's my little Abby. She did this hat. This is her 4th one, by the way. So sorry, another sip of tea. Excuse me here. Oh my goodness gracious. And that's still something, that cough is still going on, and the stuffiness right here is driving me insane. I'm looking around to make sure that I've got everything. I think I have everything, guys. Anyway, yeah, so let's just dive right in. I know I have 3 works in progress. So let me open this one up. You know what I need? I haven't sewn anything in so long, and my sewing machines are, probably have a foot of dust on them. I need some project bags, y'all, because this is, I like being able to see what's in here, don't get me wrong, but everybody has such cute little bags that they're using, and I'll tell you, excuse me, Terry at Yarnjoy made a Peanuts bag and then a Wizard of Oz bag. Totes. See, that's my weakness. I'm a tote bag lady, and they are just adorable. So, Terry, you might want to get back with me because I will buy one from you if you'd make one for me. Um, so this is yarn that I purchased at Michael's last year when it was $2 a skein. It is Loops and Threads wool-like yarn, and this is I believe it's I don't know. The color is pumpkin spice, which is why I bought it, because I thought it was absolutely amazing. And this yarn, it's a 1-ply super fine. Yeah, so I'm using 2 at a time, and I started a hat, so I'm almost. I'm getting there, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful color. But I thought I stopped because it's a double crochet, and this color is so pretty. I thought maybe I might put a few rows of puff stitches or slip stitches just to give it some texture. So I'll play around with it. It's super, super soft, guys. It really is. And this one little skein, 678 yards, because it's only, a 1-ply super fine. So, see that? So I'm using two, like I said, I'm using 2, and 2 is, a little bit better. It's just takes more rows, of course, but it's going to be really nice once I figure out what I want to do with it. I just don't want to make a plain beanie with it because it's just too pretty. So yeah, I think I'll probably add some puff stitches or something, and we will see what happens. So that is whip number 1. Put that in the basket. Whip number 2. A lot of you may remember the cardigans that I was making. What was it called? I think it was like the chic. Oh, I will find out the exact name and I will post it because the pattern is free. But so I started making a child size one, and I found this really pretty yarn, and it is, I don't even know. I got it at the thrift store. I have no idea like what brand it is, but it just has these really pretty colors of pinks and the blue and purple, and it just works up and it looks so neat. I just started a few rows just to see how it's going to look, and this will be for my granddaughter. So, and it'll be, you just make a large rectangle, and then you fold it in half and sew up, like for the child size, I believe it's 4 inches, 4 or 5 inches in for the sleeves, and then put a border, and then it'll be done. So I'm not sure if this is going to be enough for that, but because the stitch is open, I just might have enough to finish it. So that's for my Jordan. And let me put this back in here. So that's whip number 2. And oh my goodness. And I started a dress. I think it was for my niece, my great niece that was born in September, but I went with a different color because I wanted to make her a dress. I made her a blanket out of this yarn. I found it. We didn't have any at this Walmart, and I always shop when I go on vacation, and I was visiting one of my 5 brothers in Texas. And when we went there, I found this Bernat Softy Baby yarn right here. And it is called Pink Flannel. And I thought, man, that's really pretty. So I did make a blanket. She has a blanket out of this. And I thought, well, maybe I'll make her a dress. And I thought, oh, it's probably too much. But I did start the dress. So here it is. Here's the top of it. And I don't think it looks bad at all. So I'll probably finish it and just put it on my shop. Maybe I was thinking about maybe putting instead of a bow, a gray button or something there, and a picot stitch for the top and the bottom. So there's that. And let's see here. I'll put that back in there. See, project bag would look so much cuter than this plastic bag. So hint, hint, anybody who wants to get me some project bags started, that would be awesome. Because I could probably use maybe one small, one medium, and one large. Because I'm always doing something. I don't know, whatever. But okay, so those are my 3 whips. Now I did finish a couple of hats. 3, okay, 3. And so they're finished, but then they're not, because I was thinking I would leave them exactly how they were finished, because I've been getting lots of orders for puff stitch hats. So I thought I'd just make a couple of them up. One is definitely in order. The other 2, I'm just making up to use some of the yarn, guys. So I think I like pom-poms on them. I keep wanting to make them separate, and every time I do, I look at it and I'm like, oh no, I think I really want a pom-pom. So this one I've already posted on Instagram. I've got several compliments on it. And a lot of times I started doing this with my scrap yarn. I have just balls of yarn, just kind of, hanging out in baskets and stuff. And I look to see if I can combine 2 of them and make a hat or a scarf or whatever. And I had one of this and one of this. This looks like, I don't even know, I couldn't tell you what they were, the colorway or anything, but these really complement each other. If you notice, this color is in here in this skein. So I decided to make a hat after I showed them off, and now I'm starting to make it, and I'd already posted on my Facebook page, I think it was my Facebook page or Twitter, and I put, hey, this would make a really nice hat. Well, somebody liked it so much, she asked me if I'd make her one. So I just, well, there that goes. We'll get that later. I just finished it this morning. So there is the puff stitch hat. Those are 2 skeins woven together or crocheted together. And I am going to put a pom-pom because, as you can see, I have plenty. So as soon as I find my pom-pom maker, I think Jordan had it, and I don't know. She likes to play with it, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to put a pom-pom on here. So it's 99% done as soon as I get that pom-pom on there. And like I said, it turned out really nicely. I really like the colors. They blended really well. So that will be going. Dang it. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Oh, that's good stuff. Okay. And this one, oh, man, I'm so bad. I don't even remember the colorway. I do know that it's Sweet Roll Premier yarn, because I got a bunch of it I got a bunch of it for Christmas. So, and this came from out of there. It doesn't look like it, but I promise you, it really did. I had them scrunched in. I was pushing them down to make them fit. But the colors just turned out really well once I decided to do a puff stitch. So it started with the yellow, and then the white went all the way around, the green all the way around, and then the tip of the yellow. So this is what I have left. I rolled it into a ball. So the white goes right after that. So by the time, it's probably going to be yellow and white by the time I wind it around the pom-pom maker and get the pom-pom. So see, it'll be on there. It'll be super cute. And this one I'll be listing on my shop, as you can see. This one I also finished this morning. So it's still got a string. I like to keep the string there when I know I'm going to make a pom-pom, because that's just added security for me on the top. So yeah, so there it is. And I did this with, was it an eye? Yes, I used an eye hook, a 5.5. So, and I usually like to do my brim, the brim of my hats in a front and back post because I really like the way that looks. But I've been doing the ribbed a lot lately because I think it looks good. I mean, this one's also done in the ribbing and not the back and front, so that looks good. And this one I did with a P hook. I did this with a P size hook. And this one, like I said, was with an I hook, and I did it with the back posts. So I just chained 8 and no, I chained 9. I chained 9 and then just went in the back loops only until it got to be about the size of an, it's probably, yeah, this is probably a fit an adult. This got a good stretch. So yeah, but aren't those colors really great? I've always liked the yellow and the white and stuff. And you know, with it being -12 with the wind chill, it's nice to see some spring colors. So there's that one. This one, I thought I had a roll of it. This was just leftover yarn. And yeah, I'm stuck on this puff stitch because I think it works up super fast. And I know this is Red Heart yarn, fluorescent maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, but I don't think, like I said, it was just a ball of yarn that was in my my container that I keep yarn in from when my kids, we went to Sam's Club and we got, the cheese balls. So it's like a big container and I've just had balls of yarn in there. So I've just been picking them out and trying to work them out. And that's why I said, don't get me any more yarn, guys, because Mom needs to finish all these up first before you bring me any more. Bless their hearts. I mean, they know I love it. And I feel blessed that they remember that it's something that I enjoy to do and that I enjoy doing. I love doing it. It really, really relaxes me and makes me happy when I finish something. And a lot of these I've been giving to our Water Street mission here in town. I'm also we'll be making hats for Heart Health in February for the babies. Oh my gosh, what else? I also have, who else? There's somebody, our domestic violence. So I'll be making, these will be a donation for sure. And probably this one. Oops, sorry. I'm dropping stuff on the floor. In my last podcast, I was showing you one of the preemie hats that I made, or baby hats I made for the preemie. And I bought this big bag of bows, and this could be a repeat. So if it is, I'm sorry, but it matched so well with the yellow. So I thought I'm going to put that on there. So, so I'll show it. This will be listed as a unisex hat because a boy can wear it or a girl. Now, if the boy gets it, this little thing comes right off, little bow. So there you go. So that would be for a boy or a girl. I like green and yellow, so, it never bothered me. But I thought that worked out really well. It matched nicely. So, yep. And that one will be going to Dove as well, I'm sure. I'll list it, but I've got plenty of yarn to just make another one. Oh my gosh, guys, I found another whip because I don't have the buttons on it. So I wanted to make something small. I don't make like enough little newborn clothes. I make lots of hats and lots of blankets. So I wanted to do something a little different. So I'm scrolling through my YouTube, my normal people that I've got that I'm subscribed to, because there's like a ton of you guys that I love. And Mikey at the Crochet Crowd had an easy baby cardigan. So I made 2, and I did not make either one of them with long sleeves. So I made one newborn size. I just finished this one yesterday. And there's this. And it's just, so this is just a vest. He did have the vest on there. And it's just, you have the option to either put rows of buttons here or just up at the top. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet, but it's already been finished off with single crochet. And this is, it's just awesome. This worked up so fast for me. And you guys, it for anyone really. This is definitely a beginner friendly project. The video, I don't even know how long the video is, but like I said, it's the Crochet Crowd, and it's Easy Baby Cardigan. It's got a picture of this cute little baby on the front, and he's wearing it, and it's got one button right here, and it's long sleeves. So I will be making one with long sleeves, but I wanted to make one with short just to see. Because I think little babies look adorable when they've got their little long sleeve onesie on or their little shirt, and then you just add the little vest as, you know, the added warmth, and then the little button at the top, or even a ribbon to finish it off. So, and yeah, and I did this in less than an hour, so it was really fast. So there's that. So I guess it would be a whip because there's no button on it, so it's not finished. But that's all it needs is just the button, guys. And it's in a really pretty shade of baby blue. I hope you can see that. It looks really nice. And this one is actually going to be a gift as well. This one I made for a 3-year-old little girl. Her name is, oh my gosh, Mariah, my assistant manager's granddaughter. So that is for her. And this is the same pattern that I use, just a different size hook. So with this one, with the blue one, I believe I used an H and a 3-ply baby weight yarn. And this one, I used a J with just 3-ply. This is with Sweet Roll, the Premier Sweet Roll yarn in grape. And my assistant, she loves purple. So I thought that would be nice to make and give to her granddaughter. So that's where that's going. And oh my goodness, let's see. I do have several. Oh yeah, these are finished projects, guys. I don't even think I said that. See, my brain is just, this cold has got me a little loopy. I I was working on a hat that I posted on Instagram. I think I showed the hat and the yarn at my last podcast because I wanted to do a cowl, and I wanted to finish the hat and make a cowl with it. So I finished the hat, and the yarn was Deborah Norville. I can't remember the colorway. I'll have to see if the package is around somewhere. When Abby cleans, one of her chores is the living room. And so I leave my crocheting bag in the center of the couch because my husband Jack sits on one end and I sit on the other end because they're reclining. And then the middle is where, the remote goes and my little basket of yarn of projects that I'm working on. So when I'm done and the paper comes off, I just kind of fold it up and sit it to the side. And she doesn't think I need them anymore. So yeah, she throws them away. So I definitely know it's Deborah Norville because it was on sale Black Friday and I bought a couple of them. But this is the hat that I finished. And it's green, brown, beige. It's really nice. I put a pom-pom on it, and of course, I did the ribbed and a puff stitch. And I tried to do a puff stitch for the cowl, the matching cowl. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I thought for a cowl, it had too many, because sometimes when you do the puff stitch, you have like this extra space. So, when you stretch it out, you're going to have, even though it's going to be really thick, see, you've got like holes there. And I didn't want holes in the hat and in the cowl. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. So this is what I came up with. So yeah, that's what I did. I gathered it together. There's the seam, if you can see it. The seam, where is the seam? I have to look. The seam is right here. But yeah, so that's what that looks like. And I thought that they complement each other really well because it kind of looks like the bottom. So yeah, so I thought that would look good. So I've got that and then that to match. All right, I'll put that right there. My sister-in-law, my oldest brother's wife, who's also one of my best friends, my Lori, they are in North Carolina right now, and it's kind of cold. So I had already made her a red cloche hat with a black flower on it, and I noticed that the scarf that she was wearing didn't match. Well, you know what I had to do, right? Of course, I had to make her a cowl to go with her hat that I made her. So I did. This is, it's the pattern numbers and everything and the little point is from the Kara cowl from Ravelry. I got that, and her name is Krista Kaggle. I'm probably saying that wrong, Krista, so forgive me. But yeah, it is found on Ravelry. It is a free pattern, and it's called the Caracal. Now in hers, she has you chaining 15. I chained 17. And she also has you using Wool Ease Thick and Quick by Lion Brand. I did not use that. I ordered some, but it hadn't come in yet. So with this one, this is, oh my gosh, this is, okay, hold on, let's look, because it's right here behind me. I know I've got it like right on the, it is, oh my gosh, where is it? Here we go. Slide went out, everything comes off of there. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. So, oh, Hometown USA. So it's Hometown USA Lion Brand, and this is the red. So it's kind of shiny. It's real shiny, like, you know. She's real petite and not short. She's just real tiny. I mean, like really tiny. So, in my opinion, Lori, I know how you feel about that. But anyway, I thought that this would go really nice with her hat. So I'll be sending this to her this week, probably on Thursday, my next day off, because I've got a ton of stuff, and maybe it'll be a little bit warmer out. With this new knee, the metal and the cold, they don't work so well. So yeah, I try to stay in as much as possible when I'm off work. Although we're running out of food, so I'll probably have to go to the store. But anyway, so this is for Lori. She knows it's coming. So there's that. And I know that my brother drinks a lot of coffee. So I made him just a simple cup cozy because he takes them to work. And I know a lot of times when I talk to him, he has mentioned how warm the cups get. So I made this for him. And we are huge Dallas Cowboy fans, guys. And this is like, what is it? Like maybe a chenille kind of material that I did not know what to do with. And I kept looking at it. I'm like, you know what? It's got navy blue and gray and then a lighter blue. So I was thinking about adding a white star. And then I thought, men don't like bling. They don't like extra stuff on anything. They just like it plain. And my brother is definitely one of those people. So this will be sent with the cowl so that he can just slide it over. He usually wears or uses a 16-ounce cup, like a Starbucks cup. And this slides right on there. And with it being chenille, it's going to keep it a lot warmer for his fingers. So he'll be able to just kind of grab that. And it's nice and plain. No flowers, no nothing on there. And I got this pattern. It's the same one I've been using forever and ever. I know I wrote it down here. It's from allfreecrochet.com. And it's just called a cup cozy, an easy cup cozy. And I don't remember how many I started with, but it's just a half double crochet. And you're just working around till you're done. That's it. And a lot of the ones that I sell, I put buttons on or faces. I had one that, So I like to put like little faces on on mine. So, I've got some, I'll have some with bunnies on it and, for whatever the season might be. But his is just going to be plain. So I'll be sending that to him as well. And yeah, so I'll put the description to the that in the for allfreecrochet.com. That's where it is. That's where I got that. And it works up super fast. I mean, if you're wanting to sell them for your shop or, just something you do on the side, you can make a ton of these. It took maybe 10 minutes. It didn't take any time at all. So they work up really fast and they look really great. So I've got this cute little hat. And I don't know if, like I said, again, I could have shown this to you already, but it's just so darn cute. It makes me happy. This is, excuse me, guys. Sorry. That's good. Okay. So this is Premier. This one I still have because there's not much missing. This one, the colorway is Bubble Pop. So that's what it looks like. It's gray, pink, and white. Okay. And I made this one little hat. This one little hat. Little kid hats are just, just adorable to me. So yeah. So my granddaughter said it looked like a cupcake. She goes, "It looks like a cupcake, Nana." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I guess. I guess it does." But yeah, so that made that, and I'll be able. I think what I'm gonna do with this one is make a mommy and me set, because this is like a probably I want to say 3 to 6 months, but any more babies they're big, so this could be a 0 to 3 month. But I definitely have enough left over to make a mommy hat, so I'll be selling this as a set in my shop because I think it looks adorable. So there's that. My gosh. I've got one more thing to show you, and then I've got like a few things that I got to go over. So another puff stitch hat. You guys know that I got some Karen tea cakes for Christmas. So this was the first one that I used, maybe the second one. This is called Winterberry. I remember that because I loved the colors. And I'm hoping that this comes through because it's gray. See how the bottom started being gray, and then it gradually went into purple, and then purple, and then the gray, and then the pom-pom. So yeah, I really, really like the way this one turned out. This one is just going to be listed on my shop. I really like the way it turned out, and it's such a beautiful shade of purples. It's just gorgeous. So what I did with the rest of it, the entire cake, I made this hat and then this matching cowl to go with it. And it's just, I think I chained, I want to say 25, 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So I must have chained 20, 21, 22. Anyway, I think probably 22 looks like. And I used, not a P, I used an M size hook, and I just did the ridge. So just use the back post, and that will go with this to match. So this matches the brim. So this is a set as well. And I really like the way that turned out. So yeah, there is that. And that's really all I've got. Yeah, I did, however, I wanted to go over, well, just a few things. There are a few things that I want to make, and without going over too much stuff, because I am going to be answering the questions on the hashtag for projects for 2018. So I'll be doing that in a separate video. But I saw Jennifer on Fiberflux, and she is doing a temperature shawl, which I thought was a really neat idea, because you see all these temperature blankets floating around on the internet, but this is the first time I'd even heard of a temperature shawl. And so I watched her video, and it looks really, really neat. What she's going to do, she's just going to make it nice and calming and easy to follow. You're going to do 1 row per week, so that you'll end up with 52 rows. That way it's not so huge and dragging the floor. So that's why she figured we better just do 1 row, 1 row per week. So you guys, if anybody is interested in that, you might want to check her out. And again, she's Jennifer at Fiberflux video or YouTube, and I'll post a description in the notes below so that you guys can check her out. I watch her a lot, and I'm still playing catch up, because now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I'm I'm able to watch some stuff. So I watched Terry, and I've been watching Kim at Blue Cherub. I'm so glad you guys are feeling better. This thing has just been, I don't know, it's this sickness. We all just need to get better to be ready for spring. That's all I'm saying. Oh my goodness, who else? Emma Potter at Potters in Bloom, Random Randy. Her children are just girl. Your kids are adorable. I love that. And Ella I saw your square, your Santa square. I'm really, really wanting to do that cowl with you guys. So I need to check and see. I'm sure I've got the yarn for it. But it sounds like fun because, like I said, I've never done a corner to corner. So I'm really interested in doing that. So I will definitely check out all the information that Terry left when I was watching her. And I know I'm forgetting someone. And I've been watching some new ones, and I can't remember. I watched the new one. She was super bubbly. She had a cute little girl that was interrupting her all the time. It was just adorable. They were doing construction in her home. I remember that. I'll find it because I saved it in my watched list. So when I find it, I'll put a post down because you guys need to watch her. She was really cute. And let's see. Oh, so Christmas. I didn't get a chance to tell you guys this. I was just really stoked. I had 3 overseas orders at Christmas. It was like the last. I think my last one was maybe the 10th or 15th of December. But 2 of my hats, 2 of my Shrek hats actually, went to the United Kingdom, and one of my Shrek hats went to Australia. So this wall, I have a wall back here that I've cleared off because Jack went and bought a map. I might have mentioned that he was going to buy one, but we bought a map. He bought a map of the United States and all the countries. So we're going to put it up on the wall, and I've got a permanent marker, and I'm just going to make dots by all the overseas orders that I've had, and of course the ones to the United States. He just thinks it's really neat. He has never traveled outside of the United States, and I lived in Germany for 4 years because my dad was in the Army. So he just finds it really cool that some of my stuff is now. My first order was in Switzerland. I had one going to Italy. I had one going to Ireland, 2 to the UK, and now the last one went to Australia. So I'm just super stoked about that. Out of all the Shrek hats out there, knitted or crocheted, they found mine and liked it, and that to me is it's extremely overwhelming, but in a good way, because it's just such a blessing to know that something that I enjoy, someone else is enjoying as well. So yeah, pretty fun. Anyway, I'm sitting here shivering. I'm going to get off here because I've got to check my son's schoolwork, and I've got to hit Sam's Club. I really don't want to go out there. But he's like, Mom, he just hit me. I've got my phone sitting right here. So he's sending me a text, and he's like, we have no milk. We're running out of bread. And I'm like, oh. And I'm thinking, well, I'll just have my husband pick some stuff up. He hates going to the grocery store. Then he says, and you only have 3 bottles of water. Well, that did it for me. I can't be out of bottled water. No, I can't. So we'll be going to Sam's Club today. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's it. I thought that was pretty neat. Hit another milestone with my shop, and that just makes me very happy. So before I go, I want to thank all of my returning subscribers. Appreciate you, more than you'll ever know. And I am almost up to 300 subscribers now, and that is amazing. Welcome all of the newbies. Make sure you hit that like button. Keep, passing me on to your friends, and, they'll hit a subscribe button. I am looking into doing a yarn giveaway to my watchers, and when I hit 300. So share this video, talk it up, and let's hit that 300 so that we can get some a giveaway for yarn. I mean, it's not, yeah. I've got plenty. If you guys have an idea of what kind of yarn you would like for me to give away, it'll be a cake, a yarn, something. I'll figure it out. Maybe a new needle or a new hook with a skein or a cake of yarn, enough to make a project with, and maybe a copy of a free pattern. that I've mentioned in some of my previous podcasts. So, yeah, you guys hit me up at the bottom and let me know what you're thinking about that. I hope all of you are well. And if you are sick, I pray that you are on the mend. It is not fun. Like I said, we've been fighting this for weeks. And I'm going to go warm up some more of my peppermint tea today because I'm out of cinnamon tea. That's another reason why I got to go to the store. You guys know how I love my cinnamon tea. So yeah, so I'll be doing that. You guys stay warm if you are in cold climate, and enjoy the warmth if you're, in the South and it's nice and warm there. I miss it. I miss it. Oh boy, do I miss it. Um, anyway, thanks again for watching me, guys. I appreciate it. And I'm hoping to do the hashtag video, if not later today, then I'll probably get it done on Thursday when I'm off. I work tomorrow, so I don't like doing podcasts at night because the lighting is just horrible. I like doing it better during the day because, like I said, there's no curtains up, and you guys can actually see me and the stuff that I'm making and working on. So I will get this edited. I think I figured some stuff out, so this video might be a little different, but in a good way. So all of you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you hopefully on Thursday. So, in the words of Lisa, I'll see you when I see you. Happy hooking, guys. Thanks so much.